So welcome back to Rise of the Ghurids. You may have noticed I haven't posted for like a week or so, and that is a pain because I was getting into posting daily and I hate to break that routine. But we're back now, so hopefully we should have no problem now sticking to daily uploads. I was having some problems like my wisdom teeth and it was hurting so bad to talk. But we do return, as last time we did become an empress. So you know what? We got a pretty good start today, but even so, we have a fair bit of expanding to do. Now is the time to start heading towards India because, yeah, we took our liege's throne. Vassals are not looking too bad right now either. We, of course, have the Zunists below us as well, and most of our family as well, ruling little bits of land underneath us, which is great. But we have now got to start moving this way, which may be a problem because we have an alliance with these guys. But we could now start heading down this way, but it's not like we have kingdom claims or anything, and we're not really going to be able to get quick kingdom claims. So it's going to be a lot of like mid-sized wars, maybe picking up as many duchies as we can. Now, I think we should start today as well. Just having a little quick reminder of who's about and what we got because it's been like a week. Double check everything, right? So we are Nassar. We are 61, so we may not be around too much longer. We have 8 children. We have Salar, Forazan, Rastin, Kandan, Afarin, Pariah, who's of course named after our previous wife, Azum, and finally Morad. Now our primary heir is Salar because we thought we could maybe get away with some succession problems by granting all our other sons some land, but instead it looped and has now caused my second in line to inherit the Duchy of Gurd, which is something we can't lose, but there's not really too much of a way around it. So what we may have to do is, on succession, we're going to lose Gurd. We're going to have to go back in and retake Gurd from our brother, which is not what I want to do, but there's no, like, easy way. Yeah, and we don't have any laws we can add or anything like that, so that's going to cause us some problems, but it's just one of those things where there's not exactly a lot you can do. And, of course, we do now, as well, have the level 5 castle. We have the Burj, which is fantastic. It's making us a lot of money. 8 gold right now from here, and over time we're just going to keep building this up now as much as we can just to try and make it as profitable as possible. That's going to be the plan, but we got to start working out our next target. Just head down as fast as we can towards Parla, and we do still need to take the decision to establish Bactrian supremacy. But the problem right now is if we do it now, our main duchy is going to be Gurd, because we can move it into Gurd, and then on succession, we'll lose our current capital duchy with the Burj, which we do not want to risk losing that, so we are going to have to once again wait a little bit longer for that to be possible. We have an alliance with Parla as well. We have quite a few allies. A lot of them are my family who are like vassals, which isn't so bad, that's good. But we have an alliance with Qajar and Parla, which is going to get massively in our way. But I think maybe the best thing we could do is start taking on like a lot of these like smaller people in the middle. And then we'll be left with like Parla and these guys left. But if we can take out everybody else that stands in our way, we'll only have a few big kingdom wars left. And is there a way we can maybe end this? We need a higher level of fame and at least 60% of all involved rulers to share Iranian heritage, and right now it's only 44%, so that may be a little bit difficult for us to do, and I don't know if it's worth chasing any of these other endings, to be honest, because that's just going to involve us fighting the other direction. And right now there's a Zoroastrian kingdom that is formed from an invasion, and they're doing pretty well for themselves. And one thing apparently as well, the historic invasions mod does come with a Seljuk invasion, which is probably going to cause us some problems. So what we need to do is make sure we always have a pretty good army. So that is going to be very important. But I think today, let's just get on with some duchy wars. Now, this guy's not too powerful, so that is great. So hopefully we should be able to win this. I mean, you know what? We'll just take our whole army. Why not? We'll get them all raised up and heading straight over there. And what we're going to do is just pick on these like kind of weaker guys for now, make our way towards Parla, and then once that's done, we'll have a bit more of a clear plan of what we need to do. A Zoom just come of age, and he's an intricate web weaver. Oh, my brother just created a cadet branch. So there's quite a few now. There's 5 in total, but of course, one of them is like the main starting branch, which is completely dead. But the good thing is our family is growing quite strong. 58 living members. I think it was higher than that before, though. But let's not waste any time. Get on his capital. I'm going to be honest. I don't even see his armies, although he is attacking somebody else. So maybe his armies are busy doing that. Well, we're just taking his land, which is great. But lessons from the past. Though we'll surely see many battlefields before I meet my maker, my library holds tales of a war from 100 lifetimes. I have recently acquired a tome on the Great Battle of Vapati, as well as a time-worn scroll written in some ancient language. Who knows what forgotten secret it holds? Studied an old battle plus 1 martial, or 55% chance we can gain some martial lifestyle experience. You know what? Let's go for that. So we can study the battle, more martial, or study an ancient text, more learning. You know what? We'll pick up more martial. Yes, there we go. I mean, I doubt we're leading any armies. You know, we are infirm, one-legged, scarred, and we're also now melancholic as well. So this guy, what is his health? Yeah, poor. I thought as much, to be honest. My son and vassal wants to negotiate. Alliance, of course, will say that because we're trying to keep our house unity as high as we can. And every time that we can, we're going to encourage house to improve the economy. And when they do that, they should start spending their gold to build buildings, which, of course, in the end, gets us more tax, which is fantastic. That's why I want to keep landing as many members as I can, but they're trying to unsiege. We're going to station besiegers, send the rest into fight, and there we go. 100%. Looking about, I mean, we just defeated you. There's Uber here, but you're not too weak. You're fairly powerful, but you are facing a lot of walls. Ooh, it's expensive, though. I mean, we have Bellum Justum as well, but to do this war, it's going to cost us 618 prestige. Big part of that is from our realm size and our house unity. Gonna make expanding really difficult unless we have claims, which, I mean, really is not what we need. But we do need to land somebody else over here. Now, this bit looks like it can make some decent money. There's the Iron Pillars of Delhi. So whoever owns this is going to make some decent money. So let's see if we can find some house members, at least. Nephew. We have a lot of nephews. All we want to find is somebody who's like 2nd or 3rd in line. So they're unlikely to like inherit a main title over here. And then they'll own 2 different bits of land. So if we grant all that to him, hopefully he will not inherit anything off of his father. So it shouldn't be split up awkwardly anyway. That's the plan. But this land looks like it could eventually make some decent money. And if it does, he can start paying us a nice bit of tax. Now, we want to pay ransom, of course. We'll ransom away all our prisoners. We have no reason to hold them. Let them all go. We're up to 1,100 gold, which is great because we got a lot of walls to do. A demonstration of leadership. So the ruler of Pala has been hovering around my council meetings lately. Knowing her interest in matters of leadership, I cannot help but feel that the woman is waiting for me to impress her. I could probably engage her in conversation. On the other hand, it might be better for her to simply see me interacting with my men. There is something to be said for at least pretending to know every soldier's face. So we can gain some martial lifestyle experience and get her to like us, or the holding of Barmian gains respected figurehead. 25% more levy reinforcement rate. We'll take that, and now we have an extra perk. I guess we'll go organized march to get more heavy infantry screen. I mean, the bulk of our army is heavy infantry right now. We can build another stack of something, but right now, I'm not too sure if we need to. I think we got things under control for now. Let's just hope any invasions that come along don't happen anytime soon. Right now, we've got the HRE. Kievan Rus has done really well for himself, which was an invasion. These guys as well, look at that. They are absolutely massive. Mongolia as well up here. Abbasids, we've got the Fatimids. I mean, especially this Historic Invasions mod adds so much to the world. I've never done a proper playthrough with it, but you just see the Fatimids, probably wouldn't have seen them. It's nice to see. Oh, you have split from your liege, I think, right? Were you independent? I don't think you were. Although we do need a little bit of prestige, but we are gaining up quite fast. fast. Are you okay? You do not look healthy. Malnourished, yeah. So this guy, a prominent figure amongst the Vazikums, has gathered every shaman in the land to discuss their beliefs and establish an official doctrine for the pagan faith. So they've made a new faith, a Permic faith. So maybe this is rice or something. So, yeah, I've never seen this faith or that, like, symbol before. So, even new faiths appearing as well. So, the mods I got definitely make it quite interesting. Look at this one as well. Hazon Koi. So, what faith even is that? I have no idea. I would like to get some land of Parla, get that little section at the end, and then we can go together from both ends of what we need. But as we're an ally, probably not a great idea, right? But we do have enough prestige for a war. Now, at some point, we still need to get our own culture. But this guy, he's 62. So I think trying to save up all the prestige for a culture, probably not worth it for now. But we can get one more duchy for now anyway. And I think we don't need that up there. I mean, these guys, we have an alliance with them though. I guess, I mean, if we could vassalize this guy, that would be great. The main problem, he's a king, and it is borderline impossible to vassalize a king. And I can't see, like, any of these people around here want... minus 700. 500 from his realm is remote, but even still, 200 because he's a king. So vassalization would be nice, but it's not really possible. People don't really like our faith, so they're not willing to be vassalized. And a lot of the land we need to get is currently held by kings. I guess if we did like a diplomatic court type and everything like that, you may be able to almost beat that, but I don't really know if that's possible. Now, our next target, I guess then, should be this duchy by here. Now, this is quite a big war. This guy has 7,000 men. But it's the next war that makes sense. So I guess we're going to go ahead and do that. We can raise our men right here. We may as well raise all. And Morad come of age, and he has picked up a tough soldier. I'm really wanting like a son who's really good at martial, but we're just never getting that, to be honest with you. But reborn, so my grandson is the spitting image of his grandfather Love. But the likeness is not only on the surface, it runs much deeper. Anagapida is an attentive and eager student, just like his grandfather before him. Perhaps it truly is Mahaya Lav. Who is this guy? I mean, it's all a completely different dynasty. I mean, could be. I mean, sure. He gets the trait reincarnation and picks up diligent. Fair enough. So reincarnation plus 1 piety a month. That's not bad at all. Let's just siege the war target. His armies are there. Child of my dynasty, so my daughter's had a daughter. Nice. So we'll station besiegers and just head in for a fight. Are they going to get away in time? I don't think they will. Perfect. Up to 34%. And now we've got one more county in the war target to siege. And Tsar of the Ghurid Empire has given up the ghost at 63 years of age. He drank himself to death. A hollowed shell of his former self, he had long lost his wits by the time of his final passing. So Salah ascends to the throne, having mastered many skills, he is sure to be admired by his subjects. Okay, so, with the passing of my father, the responsibility to lead the vast empire now falls upon my shoulders. I stand before my vassals, adjust my crown, and toss a coin. Oh, the things I will accomplish. Right, so we have this war going on. Gonna be a problem. Can't revoke titles from a vassal who has feudal contract. So we need to modified contract, remove title revocation, and maybe give him ward. No. Already been changed. Oh no. Ooh. I mean, we're deceitful. We're greedy. I mean, we can do some bad things this life, and we kind of need him gone. I mean, you know, we're not exactly a nice character, and we need him dead. So I think we have to murder him, and murder him as fast as we can. I mean, we're greedy, and right now he is holding a pretty big moneymaker from us. So let's make sure he is killed. Any person we can invite, we're going to go ahead and invite straight away. We also need to work out our council. Now, ooh, our vassals do not like us. 1 seat on council is the main problem. Ooh, this is going to be difficult. I mean, we're starting with a lot of land and way more vassals than we ever had before. Now, our uncle with Ali, he can definitely be our chancellor. Now, for our steward, our uncle up here, very powerful. I mean, Murdad gets a seat on the council without a doubt. Right now, we're just trying to make sure the people who get a seat on the council are very powerful and preferably our dynasty. But for our spy master, it has to be somebody who likes us. Brother and vassal, -50, but we could probably sway that quite quick and should get him to like us, hopefully. Anyway, right? Please? Oh, it's not looking too good. I mean, arranged marriage. So that's with the Zombies. That gets us an alliance. We'll definitely do that. We need to make sure we're married now ourselves. We'll look for a nice... there's no really good alliances, really. We need someone of age as well because we're 36 and we have no children. So we need to make sure we're marrying somebody who can have children now. These guys down here, they're Nestorian. Their daughter's 27 and she's Amazonian. Arrogant, impatient, and forgiving. She's not great though. You know what? Let's go with that. We haven't really married for too many, well, any traits. But you know, every once in a while, let's see if we can maybe get a nice trait inside our family. So we're going to make that marriage as well. And our lifestyle, stewardship, we've gone down a fair amount. I mean, is stewardship going to be helpful? Probably a little bit, but this life, we have a lot of expanding to do. Our alliances are broke though, which is good. Same with Parlor, I believe. So we can attack both of them. Maybe Marshall. You know what? I think let's go down a Marshall focus and pick up that +3 Marshall. We do have a stewardship perk though, so we'll pick up golden obligations. Maybe get some nice money from that. We have to make sure we're appointing some tax collectors as well. Just the best people that we can. We're still losing 7.9 gold a month, but our armies are raised. Can reinforce relations with Silk Road communities. We'll do Middle Eastern as well, like we always have. There we go. Perfect. And we'll bring in Middle Eastern merchant settlers as well. That's something we'd be doing every single life, so it's probably worth keeping up with. Now, let's focus on finishing this war, and then we'll take a closer look at all our vassals and stuff like that. But we're going to chase these guys, hopefully beat their army. And we seem to have an animal, Zeba, which is a raven, and it charmed our vassal. Fantastic. I mean, it still hates me. All my vassals hate me right now. But mental break, why must I do everything myself? How can I be expected to rule over Gurd when half of my servants are incapable of following my orders? We're not going to become a drunkard. We'll take the stress for now. So it seems that Rastin is tightening security at court, hoping to track down traitorous schemers. But my plotter is concerned he might have attracted some unwanted suspicion. 63% chance that it gets exposed. Yeah, you just leave. You leave the scheme. I mean, that's not worth it. Right. This war, 82%. We could go quickly jump on his capital, probably, to be honest, and end this quicker. So we're gonna jump on his capital, station besiegers, and then one army to go and fight. And this should be over pretty soon. But just like that, our wife is pregnant. We're gonna be a little bit evil this life, I think. Eviler than we. Oh, who it? Oh God. Oh no. There's 5,000 men. He must have just got an ally. Let's get in there. That's a nightmare. Stolen artifact. So excellent about warfare was stolen by Farzin. God, our dynasty. That's it. We're going to be killing each other, fighting and everything and all sorts. That's what it's turning into. We still have the war target. So, I mean, we're just going to hold all our army together now in the war target and let Ticking War Score win for us. But son and player here. Let's see. Rustam. There we go. So we've just had Rustam. Sadly, he didn't pick up the trait, but we'll make sure we're educating him. Hope he turns out okay. But just hold our army together now. Don't let them unsiege. That is fine. Maybe you're going for a battle. Get some battle score back. We even got the enemy banner, which we'll destroy and enforce just like that. So we picked up a little bit of extra land, which we can keep holding for now, which is what I will do. The Zombies are expanding inside my realm. Fair enough. I mean, our murder scheme, 5%. We'll bribe people. We're gaining stress, but right now we're going to have to take that stress. There we go. Rakish we can pick up, or, yeah, we'll go Rakish. We'll just have to pick it up. We don't really have a choice. Now, Lover's Pox. The burning sensation in my groin was growing so unbearable, I had to excuse myself and flee to my chambers. Finally alone, I could scratch myself to find relief. How? Who? I mean, yeah, how? Who? Where have you got that from? But Lover's Pox or not, we have to work on our vassal situation. Luckily, right now, they don't seem to be joining factions, but people do not like me. And we are trying to murder one of our brothers. And if that gets exposed, I'm going to be honest, we're probably going to face some pretty big factions. Like, let's just be honest with ourselves. It's probably what's going to happen. We do have some prisoners to ransom as well, though. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Get all the money that we can. But, I mean, what do? We need to make sure we're getting some alliances with our brothers. Can we just negotiate with some of them? No, he does not want to. Yeah, people don't... How can I get people to like me? Seat on council. This guy has a seat on the council. And even still, he doesn't like me because there's no alliance. But he won't make an alliance because he doesn't like me. You know, make it make sense. What we can do... Because we're the house head, we can claim throne on this guy and get a claim on the Duchy of Gurd. And then when we try and revoke it, we shouldn't get any tyranny from it because we do actually have a claim. But we're going to go ahead now, any of my family, and just see if any of them want to negotiate some alliances with us. And let's just see what we can come up with. The more alliances we have with them, the better. This guy is too far away in the family tree, I guess. Seems a lot of them are. Ooh, yeah, we're in trouble. So we can present this guy with Silk Road Entertainers. He gains 25 opinion. It costs us 50 gold. So when a powerful emperor like myself wants to make a great impression on another member of the elite, a basic gift of silk, gold, or other valuables will not suffice. Across the prosperous lands of Eurasia and the so-called Silk Road, people are a more memorable gift one can provide, or to be more specific, entertainers like musicians, dancers and acrobats, as well as beautiful slaves and courtesans who will give further visual. So he likes us a little bit more now. Still not enough to give us an alliance. We could maybe send gift, 50 opinion, but we're greedy. Yeah, I mean, what can we do? That is the problem. Assassin, okay. The time has come. My agents are in place. One of them will pay the assassin the very night the deed will happen. Another will ensure that the wall is unguarded. And a third will leave a subtle trail of candles to his bedchamber. Everything is in place. 68% chance it's discovered. I'm going to say no, because if we get exposed as attempted to murder our own brother, we're going to be in some trouble there. But the Zumbills want to come to my court. Let's go ahead and do that. Pick up a little bit of money as well, which is always nice. But right now, I am just confused on what to do. I mean, can we... we can't do that all the time. Like, we could just give out loads of entertainers, but that's something we can only do every few years. So that is going to cost us. But I think over time, if we just leave it, I mean, their opinions should start going up of us, to be honest. One thing we could do is get our court up to at least the expected grandeur, because we are getting a negative opinion modifier from that. And servants can be good. It helps with hostile scheme resistance and power. So we could bring that up a little bit and maybe get decent food that helps with a little bit of stress. So that's going to cost us 2.7 gold per month. And then we should, over time, lose that opinion modifier, which is taking 12. A big problem is we're on Zakat. So maybe if we come off that, that would maybe help a little bit. Like if we put them on basic decrees, we don't lose a ridiculous amount of tax, and people like me a lot more. There we go. And now we can negotiate an alliance with them. So let's try and do that with all the people we're able to. And you know what? That should mostly kind of fix our problem. Kind of, anyway. It's not too bad anymore. I would like an alliance with the Zumbills, and now they'll take it. So you know what? That is worth losing like a little bit of extra gold per month, just to make sure we have allies inside our realm. But we can try and kill this guy again. Same percentages. We're not going to do that. There's nobody else we can invite. We can put our spy master on support schemes. It goes up a little bit, but I'm going to be honest. I don't know if we're going to be able to kill him. And that means we can't revoke the title. Is there no other way around this? I don't think there is. His contract's already been changed. I mean, I have exactly zero idea how that happened or when that was done, but fair enough, I guess. But we're in a lot of trouble until we get that back. A meal to die for, 30% chance. Ooh. So my agents have prepared for weeks. The cook has been bribed to look the other way. The poison has been acquired and the duck was gifted to Rastin alone. So it's going to be rubbed in poison. 30% chance is not great. We could maybe put our wife on support schemes. 31% chance. Wow. Maybe some artifacts that give intrigue? No, it doesn't look like. How about in our court? I mean, if we have artifacts that can boost intrigue, we should probably put them down. No, we don't, which is the opposite of what we need right now. So, okay, you know what? Bon appetit, Rastin. Let's see. Why did I just change clothes? So it seems that Rastin has escaped Siddhartha's judgment yet again. The poison did not have its intended effect, but merely left the satrap bedridden for a week. To make matters worse, the herbalist supplying the poison was tracked down, and Rastin now knows I was behind the plot. Oh, damn. So do my other family dislike me for that? Inadequate host? Is that what that is? No, they don't seem to care. Okay, you know what? I'll take that. Now, this episode might be a little bit shorter than the other ones. It's just I'm getting back into it. I don't want to like talk too long and mess my throat up again. But tomorrow there'll be normal length again, and we should be back to daily. And tomorrow we're going to go on expanding. We have a lot of big walls to do, and I'm going to be honest, we're probably not too far away from the end here. I want to end it by around the 15th if I can. So maybe another 10 parts, because then I can have some time off for Christmas and just stuff like that. But yeah, sorry about that 7 or 8 days or whatever it's been off. I hate to break the schedule, but hopefully after the new year, we'll plan some other things out for the channel as well. But thank you all so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.